Have you ever wondered why you were born into your specific family? Why certain people trigger such intense emotions in you? You're not alone in asking these profound questions, and today we're about to uncover truths that will completely transform how you see your life's purpose. Get ready, because something extraordinary happens when you discover that nothing in your existence is random. From a spiritual perspective, every relationship, every challenge, and even every moment of suffering serves a divine purpose in your soul's evolution. Ancient wisdom traditions and modern spiritual research reveal that your soul chose this exact life experience before you were born. Pay close attention. We're about to dive into the most important spiritual secrets that millions of people throughout history have discovered, but few truly understand. Have you ever felt like certain situations in your life were meant to happen? That inexplicable feeling isn't coincidence, it's soul recognition. Before your birth, your soul deliberately selected every major element of this lifetime: your parents, siblings, geographic location, and even your greatest challenges. From a scientific perspective, quantum physics suggests consciousness exists beyond physical matter, supporting ancient spiritual teachings about pre-birth planning. Eastern traditions have taught for millennia that souls gather in the spiritual realm to design their earthly experiences together. If you're struggling with difficult family dynamics, it suggests your soul chose these exact people to help you develop patience, boundaries, or unconditional love. Here's what to do. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, what qualities is this situation asking me to develop? Do you feel that shift in perspective? Your pain transforms into purpose when you recognize the sacred contract your soul made before incarnating. Reincarnation is, well, a school for the soul. Each lifetime is like a new semester, offering fresh lessons and opportunities for growth. What if I told you that Earth is essentially a cosmic university? Each lifetime represents a different course in your soul's education, designed to master specific virtues through direct experience rather than theory. Traditional Tibetan Buddhism and Hindu philosophy describe reincarnation as a learning process where souls gradually evolve through multiple lifetimes. From a metaphysical standpoint, consciousness requires physical experience to develop qualities like compassion, courage, and wisdom, virtues that, really can't be learned just by thinking about them but must be lived. If you find yourself, repeatedly facing similar patterns in relationships or career challenges, it suggests your soul is working to master a particular lesson. Ancient teachers knew that some souls require multiple attempts to integrate certain qualities fully. So, here's your assignment. Identify the recurring theme in your life's difficulties. What virtue is your soul trying to develop? Are you ready to embrace this cosmic classroom? The magic isn't just in recognizing the pattern, but in consciously participating in your soul's graduation. Chapter 3. Karma is not punishment. Have you ever feared that karma means you'll be punished for past mistakes? This misunderstanding has caused unnecessary guilt for millions. Karma is simply the universe's feedback system, like spiritual physics, ensuring every action generates a proportional learning experience. So from a scientific perspective, Newton's third law tells us that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Spiritually though, karma works in a similar way, but it's really about expanding our consciousness instead of handing out punishment. Ancient Sanskrit texts actually describe karma as action. It's this neutral energy that creates opportunities for growth and honestly for balance. If you're going through challenging situations right now, it suggests that the universe is offering you chances to develop new responses and heal old patterns. So, try thinking of karma as a wise teacher, not some harsh judge. And here's what can really change everything. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Do you feel that empowerment? Your soul actually chose these karmic experiences as gifts, even though they're wrapped in challenging circumstances, to help accelerate your spiritual evolution. So, are you ready for the most profound truth about family relationships? Even your most difficult family members were specifically chosen by your soul to help you develop essential spiritual qualities. Nothing about your family constellation is accidental. From a spiritual perspective, souls incarnate in groups called soul families. Beings who, agree to play various roles in each other's lives across multiple incarnations. Dr. Michael Newton's research into life between lives regression reveals that souls carefully select family members who will provide optimal growth opportunities, even if those relationships appear challenging. If you have a critical parent, it suggests your soul chose this experience to develop self-worth independent of external validation. A distant sibling might be teaching you about unconditional love and acceptance. Here's your breakthrough practice. Identify your most challenging family relationship and ask, what strength is this person helping me develop? The moment you shift from victim to student, you'll feel the sacred purpose behind every family dynamic. Your soul knew exactly what medicine it needed. What happens between your lifetimes will astonish you. After physical death, your soul enters a timeless dimension called the inner life, where profound healing and planning occur. This isn't fantasy. Thousands of documented cases through regression therapy reveal consistent experiences. From a consciousness research perspective, studies by Dr. Michael Newton and others show that souls undergo a comprehensive life review, experiencing every emotion they caused others to feel, both positive and negative. This creates profound understanding and wisdom rather than judgment. Ancient Egyptian and Tibetan texts describe similar processes of soul purification and preparation. If you're wondering about deceased loved ones, it suggests they're actively reviewing their recent incarnation and planning their next learning adventure. During life review, souls feel overwhelming compassion for their human limitations while gaining clarity about their spiritual growth. Here's what changes your grief. Your loved ones experience complete understanding and forgiveness for all earthly struggles. Do you feel their peace? They're not gone. They're in soul school, preparing for the next chapter of their eternal journey. Free will is always in your hands. Have you ever worried that having a pre-birth plan means your life is predetermined? This fear dissolves when you understand that your soul's plan is more like a flexible curriculum than a rigid script. Your free will operates within the framework of chosen learning experiences. From a metaphysical standpoint, your soul creates general themes and key relationships before incarnating, but your conscious choices determine how these lessons unfold. Think of it like enrolling in university. You choose your major, but you decide how to approach each assignment. Spiritual traditions teach that free will is the sacred gift that makes growth possible. If you feel stuck in negative patterns, it suggests you can consciously choose to align with your soul's highest potential at any moment. Your pre-birth plan includes multiple pathways to the same spiritual destination. Here's your liberation. Pause right now and ask yourself, what choice would honor my soul's growth? The moment you choose love over fear, forgiveness over resentment, you're rewriting your destiny. Are you ready to take conscious control of your spiritual evolution? What if, every significant relationship in your life was actually planned before birth? Soulmates aren't just romantic partners. They're souls who agreed to play crucial roles in your spiritual development, including those challenging ones that really push you to grow. From a spiritual perspective, souls form agreements in the inner life to help each other evolve through various relationship dynamics. Some soulmates incarnate as romantic partners, others as best friends, mentors, or even adversaries who catalyze important changes. Research into past life regression reveals that souls often, switch roles across lifetimes. Your current partner might have been your child, parent, or friend in previous incarnations. If someone triggers intense emotions in you, positive or negative, it suggests a deep soul connection with lessons to explore. That difficult boss might be helping you develop assertiveness. Your greatest love could be teaching you about vulnerability and trust. Here's your recognition practice. Identify the person who's taught you the most about yourself. What soul gift did they bring to your evolution? Do you feel the sacred nature of that connection? Every soulmate encounter is divinely orchestrated for mutual growth. Suffering can, actually be a soul's sacred mission. Are you ready for one of the most profound spiritual truths? Some of the most evolved souls choose extremely challenging lifetimes, including illness, trauma, or injustice, as accelerated paths to spiritual mastery and service to humanity's evolution. From a higher perspective, advanced souls understand that intense experiences can compress lifetimes of growth into single incarnations. Historical examples include great spiritual teachers who endured tremendous suffering, yet transformed it into wisdom that elevated countless others. Buddhist and Christian mystical traditions recognize that some beings voluntarily accept difficulty to burn through karma rapidly and serve as beacons of hope. If you're facing significant challenges, it suggests your soul might have chosen an advanced curriculum to develop extraordinary compassion, strength, or wisdom. This doesn't minimize your pain, it honors your soul's courage in accepting such a demanding mission. Here's your recognition: your suffering isn't punishment. It's initiation into deeper spiritual understanding. What gifts has your greatest challenge given you? The moment you recognize your pain as sacred service, you transform from victim to spiritual warrior, inspiring others through your example. Chapter 9. You're guided every step of the way. Have you ever experienced perfect timing, meaningful coincidences, or sudden intuitive knowing? These aren't random occurrences. They're communications from your spiritual support team, constantly guiding your soul's journey even when you're unaware of their presence. From a spiritual standpoint, each soul is assigned guides. These are evolved beings who've completed their earthly incarnations and now assist others. These guides, they communicate through synchronicities, dreams, intuitive hunches, and sometimes even protective interventions. Ancient shamanic traditions and modern channeling research consistently describe these compassionate helpers who never interfere with free will, but offer constant guidance. If you've ever felt mysteriously protected from danger, or received unexpected help at crucial moments, it suggests your guides were actively intervening. They orchestrate meetings with helpful people, inspire breakthrough ideas, and send warning signals through your intuition. So, here's your connection practice. Before making important decisions, pause and ask for guidance. Then notice the signs that appear. Do you feel their loving presence? Your guides celebrate every step of your spiritual growth and work tirelessly to support your soul's highest potential. What if you could, actually graduate from the school of reincarnation while still in your physical form? This ultimate spiritual achievement, sometimes called liberation, enlightenment, or self-realization, is not only possible, but it really represents your soul's highest aspiration across all of your lifetimes. From an ancient wisdom perspective, beings like Buddha, Jesus, and other realized masters showed that consciousness can totally transcend the cycle of birth and death by completely identifying with divine essence instead of the ego personality. And, modern spiritual teachers continue to achieve this liberation, proving it's still accessible to dedicated souls in any era. If you feel called to spiritual awakening, it suggests your soul is ready to complete its earthly curriculum through conscious evolution. Liberation happens through healing karmic patterns, practicing unconditional love, and recognizing your true nature as divine consciousness temporarily housed in human form. Here's your graduation pathway. Commit to daily spiritual practice, meditation, forgiveness work, service to others. Are you ready to awaken to your eternal nature? The magic isn't just in understanding these truths, but in living them until you embody the divine love that you've always been. Now that you understand the profound spiritual framework governing your existence, you're no longer a victim of circumstances but a conscious participant in your soul's magnificent evolution. You're not alone on this sacred journey. Millions of awakening souls are discovering these same truths and transforming their lives through spiritual understanding. The magic isn't just in knowing about soul contracts and spiritual guides, but in living with this awareness every day. Every challenge becomes a growth opportunity, every relationship a sacred encounter, every moment a chance to choose love over fear. Are you ready to transform your life by embracing your soul's sacred mission? The journey of awakening has just begun, and your guides are celebrating every step you take toward remembering your divine nature.